Thank you, Admiral. Let me begin, and I'll just follow on what you have just now raised with regards to the facilities in the Great Plains. So if I understand, Rosebud is in the process then of recertification, Winnebago as well, Pine Ridge still has more work to be done before you can get to certification there. So for purposes of the satisfaction of certification and then more work to be done, what kind of a timeline can you give me that these facilities are at a point that you would consider to be not only bare minimum, but that you're doing right by the Native people that you're serving there?
Thank you, Senator Murkowski, for that question. And I think it varies based on location. If you look at the Omaha-Winnebago site, I think our most challenging issue there has been with the recruitment and retention of permanent, stable leadership. So the CEO position, the chief medical, chief nurse officer positions, really, that's the top button for all of the other activities that need to be completed. So with the Winnebago tribe proposing assumption of that site, they have already, through their own hiring process, obtained a new CEO, and they've got advertisements and plans together to bring on the rest of their C-suite. Much of the work that has already been accomplished at the Omaha-Winnebago Hospital will prepare them to, very soon after assumption, obtain accreditation on their own.
Let me ask, because we doubled the support for accreditation to address these accreditation emergencies. We bumped it from $29 million to $58 million in FY18. Is this sufficient as you are addressing these issues? Do you see the need for us to add to that, or because of the progress that you're seeing, will these costs that are required for this accreditation recertification, are those going to be going down? I'm trying to understand where we need to be from a budget perspective.
Thank you. Our current projections, we expect to utilize all of the funds that we've been provided, and this is somewhat of a difficult question to answer because we have a lot of unknowns out there. Again, the average age of our facilities being 40 years, many of the issues that we're contending with, a good example being at Pine Ridge, the heating and air conditioning system does not enable us to do enough air exchanges and maintain humidity controls, temperature controls in the operating room suites. And this is a direct result of the facility being built in a previous era. The standards that we have to meet, the ASHRAE standards, continue to get higher, continue to be a higher and higher bar. And so we have to meet the same standards in these 40-year-old facilities that a facility that was just built yesterday has to meet. And so in some cases, that requires the complete renovation of the HVAC system. Yeah. So in a facility that's aged, Gallup being another great example, was built in the 50s. Our Phoenix facility was built in the late 60s. At any time, there could be a major catastrophic issue with a generating system or a heating and air conditioning system that is very expensive.